Hello, Jeopardy! Fans, and welcome back to your favorite channel for all things quiz-related. Today we're diving into a very special episode that had everyone talking. Get ready to play along as we revisit the exciting matchups and mind-bending clues from the October 12th, 2025 show. We had three fantastic contestants battling it out: a history professor from Chicago, a software developer from San Jose, and a returning champion librarian from Austin. The categories were tough, the wagers were bold, and the competition was absolutely fierce right from the start. Let's kick things off with the Jeopardy! Round the board was a fascinating mix with categories like literary first lines, world capitals, and the science lab, pop music dynasties, historic treaties, and a fun one called Before and After. The contestants started off a bit cautious, feeling each other out. Our returning champ Sarah went straight for literary first lines, showing her confidence. The clues were tricky, ranging from classic novels to modern bestsellers. What'd you have done? For example, can you name the book that starts with, "It was a bright cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13.
That's right.
It's George Orwell's 1984. As the round progressed, Mark, the history professor, really found his footing in the historic treaties category, racking up some serious cash and taking the lead. But then, a daily double was uncovered by Maya, the software developer, under in the science lab for 1,000. She decided to make it a true daily double, risking her entire score. The clue was this piece of lab equipment, named for a German chemist. It's a flat-bottomed flask with a long, narrow neck, used for holding and mixing chemicals. She paused for a moment.
The tension was palpable.
And then she correctly answered, "What is an Erlenmeyer flask?" What a gutsy move.
I'm late.
That play completely changed the dynamic of the game, putting her right back in the running. By the end of the first round, it was an incredibly tight race. The scores were neck and neck, setting us up for what was sure to be an electrifying double Jeopardy.
Round.
The contestants were warmed up, the buzzers were flying, and you could feel the energy in the studio. Coming up next, we'll break down the high-stakes wagers and challenging categories of the second round. Did the daily doubles favor the bold, or did they spell disaster for our players? Stay tuned to find out which contestant managed to build a lead heading into the final showdown. Welcome back. We're jumping right into the double Jeopardy round, and the stakes are higher than ever. The scores are close, and every correct response is critical. The new categories on the board were opera divas, American presidents, Asian geography, films of the 90s, famous inventors, and double-letter words. The higher dollar values meant the scores could swing wildly. Our returning champion Sarah was looking for a comeback, and she went hunting for the daily doubles. She found the first one under American presidents for 1600. The clue: he was the only U.S. president to have also served as Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. Sarah, without hesitation, correctly answered, "Who is William Howard Taft?" She wagered a significant amount, which catapulted her into first place. But the game was far from over. The second daily double was lurking in Asian geography. This time, it was Mark, the history professor, who uncovered it. With the scores so tight, his wager was crucial. Decided to bet big, hoping to create some distance between himself and the others. The clue was, this is the longest river in Asia, flowing entirely within the borders of one country. He thought for a moment, could see him working through it, and then he confidently said, "What is the Yangtze River?" Correct. His big bet paid off, and he regained a slim lead. The rest of the round was a furious back and forth with Maya, the developer, scoring big in the films of the 90s category, keeping the pressure on the two leaders. As the final moments of the round ticked away, all three contestants were buzzing in, answering questions with incredible speed and accuracy. It was a master class in trivia knowledge. By the time the bell rang, the scores were unbelievably close. With less than $2,000 separating first and third place, this meant that everything would come down to Final Jeopardy. It's the scenario every fan loves to see, where any of the three contestants could walk away as the champion. The category for the final clue was revealed, and it's a tough one. 19th century artists. Everyone has a chance, but it will all depend on their knowledge and, more importantly, their wagering strategy. Who will risk it all and who will play it safe? We'll find out right after this. All right, the moment of truth has arrived. It's time for Final Jeopardy. Our three brilliant contestants have played an amazing game, but only one can be crowned champion. The category, as we know, is 19th century artists. The players have submitted their wagers, and now it all comes down to this single clue. Here it is. In an 1888 letter to his brother Theo, he wrote, "I have tried to express the terrible passions of humanity by means of red and green." This clue requires a deep knowledge of art history and the personal lives of the artists. The contestants finished writing their responses, and the tension in the studio was at an all-time high. First up was Maya, who was in third place. She had a correct response. Who is Vincent van Gogh and her wager? She bet everything. A bold move that doubled her score and put immense pressure on the two leaders. Next, it was our returning champion Sarah in second place. She also wrote down Vincent van Gogh. We looked at her wager, and she had also bet it all. Her score soared, putting her in the lead. What a finish this is turning out to be. Finally, we turned to Mark, our leader going into the final round. He revealed his response. Also a correct who is Vincent van Gogh. It all came down to his wager. Did he bet enough to cover Sarah's total? He did. He wagered just enough to win by a single dollar. What an incredible conclusion to one of the most competitive games we've seen in a long time. Mark, the history professor, is our new Jeopardy champion, winning by the slimmest of margins. Congratulations to him, and a huge round of applause for Sarah and Maya, who played a phenomenal game. It was a true intellectual battle, and every player contestant traced why they deserved to be on that stage. This episode will surely go down as a classic. What did you think of that Final Jeopardy clue? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching with us today. If you enjoy these recaps and want to see more, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time for another breakdown of America's favorite quiz show.